Hello, I'm J.R. Jones, and this is my wife, Kara Jones.
Together we run Hoof and Hide LLC. If you haven't met us yet, we're a grass-fed, registered South Pole cattle operation out of Athens, Texas. Today we're going to talk about taking DNA samples. We run multiple sires in both our cow and heifer pastures, and therefore we need samples from both our bulls and calves in order to register them. Tissue sampling units are easier to use on young calves because they may not have a large enough tail switch from which to take a sample. Hair cards are easier to use for bulls that throw their heads around when sampling.
We raise registered South Pole cattle, and we brought these bulls in today to get some DNA on a couple of bulls that we didn't have DNA on. This bull had already been through the chute once. He got all the way through, and I was trying to catch him. I was a little hesitant on it. So we need to get DNA on him so that we can register the calves out of these bulls.
Okay, so this is our box of samples here. You can see that I've already sampled 4 animals and written their ear tags there. When we're done with the sample, we're going to put them in this way. We take out a new sample. You can use the red tab to hold on to it. The long part goes into this black part that turns, and there's a little ridge that you line up. You get this turn to lock it in there, and then you're going to gently press the gun to seat it all, and you pull out this red part. That's trash. Now we're ready to sample our animal. It can be a little difficult when the cow is throwing its head around, but we're trying to avoid those 2 main veins and get just the cartilage.
See, we got a restraint on his head, and he can still move his head around pretty good. It's kind of hard for me to get that in the right spot there with him flipping his head around. And when you get it where you need it, you got to push hard and fast right there and get it.
Okay, now we're going to check to make sure that you can see the red dot inside the TSU unit. That means that it's fully seated. We're ready to go ahead and take the unit out. So we pull it open, that's going to pop out. Then we're going to twist this to take out our sample. Take our sample and put it over here where we've labeled with our ear tag number. You need to pop this out. You're going to put your company name, ranch name, your name here. Then you're going to put your sample dates, and then you're going to tell it whether you use the cow numbers or the birth IDs. We assign each calf its own unique birth ID, and that's its ear tag number, so we're going to circle birth ID. You put this back in there, you close it up, and you are ready to send your samples in.
So you grab a hold of their tail, and you want to grab up, 25, 30 hairs, and you want to pull back the other direction. I don't know how many hairs that is. It doesn't take that much. I just grab a hold of it around on the finger and pull it.
This is a hair card that you can order from Neogen. You put the sample in here. Make sure that you do not touch the hair follicles. We're going to put it in here and close it up. Make sure it's sticky. Put this little tab in here. And then we're going to take our scissors and we're going to trim off the extra. Then you're going to fill this out with yours or your ranch's name, the animal's ID. You're going to sign it and date it.
Thanks for watching. Give us thumbs or hooves up if we helped you.